What's up YouTube, back with another video, and today we got the second part of what play names mean in NBA 2K20. And if you missed part 1, I'll put it on the screen at the end in the description. But to sum it up, in that part I went over the first word in the play names, because the first word usually determines what type of play that you'll have. So it could be a post up, a pick and roll, handoff, off ball screen, whatever. And in this video I'm gonna talk about some words that you'll see after, and I'm not gonna go over every single word, but I'm gonna just go over some of the more common ones. And these words usually tell you what type of formation or spacing that you'll have, as well as a specific action that you'll see. So let's get into it. So first we have horns, and horns refers to a type of spacing. So you'll have a player on each end of the foul line or each elbow, and a player in both corners, and your ball handler at the top. So for example, right here we have the fist 7-2 horns double, and we have Conley at the top, Gobert and Mitchell on the elbows, and Bogdanovich and Ingles in the corners. And without running the play, you can just look at the name and get an idea of what's gonna happen. So from part 1 we learned that fist means pick and roll or pick and fade. I don't know what the numbers mean, but horns means horn spacing and double means double. So you can probably guess and say, well, this play is probably gonna have a double pick and roll out of horn spacing. And as we run it, Conley's gonna dribble to the wing, then he's gonna get a screen from both Mitchell and Gobert. Gobert's gonna roll, Mitchell's gonna fade, and from there you just take what the defense gives you and find an open person, whether it be Gobert rolling, Mitchell popping, or sometimes you can just take it all the way. Next we have box. Box is another type of spacing where you would have a player on each elbow and a player on each block in the post, kind of like a box. So for example, we have the fist 15 box. So just by looking at the name, you can see fist means pick and roll. 15, I think in this case refers to the positions. So the 1 and the 5. So the point guard in the center. And then we have box. So you can guess that it's going to be a pick and roll between the point guard and the center using box spacing. And as we run it, you see some other actions where you could get McCollum or Hood a 3-point shot, but the play ends in a pick and roll between Whiteside and Lillard. Next we have STS. STS means Screen the Screener. So a lot of the times a player will go set a screen for the ball handler, but before he goes and sets the screen, he gets a screen from another player and then screens the ball handler. And that makes it a lot easier to go and set that screen for the ball handler, because the defense isn't just gonna allow you to go and set screens and just do whatever you want. They're gonna try to stop you, so you'll see STS in order to free up the screener to go and screen for the ball handler. You can also seen it done in reverse. So there are some plays where a player will screen for a ball handler first and then get another screen from a different player to get a shot. So for example, we have the fist 7-1 side STS. So just by looking at the name, you'll see fist means pick and roll. I don't know what the numbers mean in this play. Side just means on the wing, and STS means some kind of STS action. So we can guess that this play is going to be a side pick and roll with some STS action. And as we run it, Kanter is going to set a screen for Kemba, but before he comes to set the screen for Kemba, Jaylen Brown sets the screen for Kanter, then Kanter sets the screen from Kemba, and from there you just try to find the open shot. And in this example, we have the quick 4 STS Flair. And in this one, the screen for the ball handler comes first, and then the second screen comes after. So just by looking at the name, we can see quick means some kind of off ball screen. I don't know what the 4 means. STS, Screen the Screener, and Flair is a type of screen that I'm going to talk about next. But as you can see, Paul George is the screener, and he sets the screen for Lou Will. And as Lou Will attacks, George gets a screen from Harold and then runs a Flair to get open for a 3. And since we just mentioned Flair is a type of off-ball screen in which the player will run away from the ball after receiving the screen in order to get open for a shot. So for example, right here we have the quick 12 Flair, and just by looking at the name you can see quick means off ball screen. 12 in this case, I think it means you'll have an action between the 1 and the 2, so the point guard and the shooting guard, and Flair. So you can probably guess there's gonna be some kind of action between your point guard and the shooting guard that'll end in some kind of Flair screen. And as you can see right here, John Wall has the ball, then he gets a screen from Beal and starts to attack, and as Wall attacks, Beal gets the screen from the center, and then he runs away from the ball all the way to the right wing to get open for a 3. And next we have loop. Loop is a type of off-ball screen in which a player will run through 2 screens, usually from one wing to the opposite wing, but it could sometimes be from corner to the opposite wing or from corner to corner. So for example, we have the quick 12 loop, and McCollum is going to start in a corner, and he's going to run through 2 screens and end up on the right wing to get open for a 3, making sort of a loop. Next we have hammer. Hammer is a type of off-ball screen in which a player normally starts out on the wing, and then he will receive a screen and run to the corner to get open for a 3. For example, we have the quick 12 hammer, and Buddy Hield is on the wing, and De'Aaron Fox is going to start with the ball, and he's going to attack the rim. And as he's attacking, Barnes sets a screen for Buddy Hield, and Buddy Hield slides into the corner to get open for a 3. And finally, we have elevator. Elevator is a type of off-ball screen in which a player will run in between 2 screeners, and as that player runs past, the 2 screeners will step closer to each other and close like elevator doors to prevent the defender from catching the player. For example, we have the quick 21 elevator, and Lowry's going to start with the ball but pass it over to Van Vliet on the wing, and Lowry's going to go under the rim. Then he's going to run in between Siakam and Norman Powell, and as he passes them, they close like elevator doors, preventing Kemba from contesting the shot, and Lowry gets a wide open 3. So now that you know what a lot of these words mean, you can take what you learned in part 1 as well as this video and look at the name of a play and be able to tell what type of actions you'll see and what to expect from that certain play. And I didn't go over every single word, but if there is a word that you are not sure, leave a comment and I'll try to answer it. So I hope this video helped you. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more content.